Girl Guiding UK met financial executive Anne Richards to find out about her job overseeing multi-million-pound investments.
My name's Anne Richards. I'm the Chief Investment Officer at Aberdeen Asset Management, and my job is basically looking after other people's money and investing it around the world with all my teams based around the world to try and look after that money and make it grow when times are good, and to try and avoid losing too much of it when times are bad. It's very hard to say what an average day in the office is like, because for one thing it could be anywhere in the world. So this year I've been to Australia, to Singapore, to America, to France, to Germany, to all over the world. And part of my day will involve working with my own teams on particular problems that we've got, dealing with particular client portfolios. Part of my day will involve speaking at conferences, and part of my day will be speaking about people who are telling me about what's going on in the world and trying to understand it. So a whole mixture of things, but it's quite a fast-paced environment in terms of what we do. In a simplistic way, you could say the biggest challenge that we have day to day is what are the politicians up to in different parts of the world, and what effect is that going to have on the money that we look after on behalf of other people. So we're very much in the business of looking after other people's money and trying to protect that money when things are a bit difficult, and trying to grow that pot when things are a bit better. I think I was very lucky because starting really close to home, my mother worked all the way through. My mother was a qualified lawyer. On top of that, I had a great aunt who was a tremendous inspiration. She left school age 13 to look after her 6 younger brothers and sisters when her own mother died. So she always felt she'd missed out on her own schooling and education. And it was really important to her that her great nieces went on to really have careers and fulfill their potential. So she was incredibly encouraging. Well, perhaps I should say, before I talk about the finance bit, that I am actually a trained engineer. That's what I studied, and that's what I worked as for the first 6 years of my career. But because of the types of projects I was beginning to manage, I went back to university and did a business degree. And in my business degree, discovered financial markets. And financial markets are incredibly stimulating places to work because they're constantly changing, they're constantly evolving. Every day there's a new piece of information. I do have a family. I have 2 lovely boys, and of course having children affects your life in all sorts of wonderful and positive ways. It sometimes makes the logistics of managing work and being where you need to be at the right time a bit trickier. But I'm very lucky. I've got a wonderful family. I've got a wonderful support network. I think there are 2 pieces of advice that I would give to anybody who contemplates a career in any shape or form. And the first is, never be afraid to go for it. It's okay to try something and fail, and just go for it is sometimes the best answer, and worry about the consequences afterwards. Get involved in the debate on Twitter using the hashtag #RealRoleModels.